Hey, I'm Robert James Bruckere.
And I'm Gus Bruckeret.
I've been teaching since the fall of '97.
I've been teaching since probably, I think it was the fall of '69.
And it's a wonderful career. I always tell my students, it's like, this is the only career I've ever had, honestly. I was a janitor in high school, became a gardener, and then teaching is my third career. And I get so many people from so many different walks of life that walk through my doors here that I think, maybe I made the right choice in getting to do something that I love in the city that I love.
My name is Anne Dublin. I have been interested in, arranging flowers, since an early age, and I decided to come to City College of San Francisco and pursue this my passion. And I encourage a lot of students to come here because this is the best program that City of San Francisco has offered to everyone. And we have great instructors. We have an environment that each student can really explore the interest. Yeah.
My name is Miguel Kimball. I'm here in the horticulture department. I came here in the summer just to get the intro class, and I loved every minute of it. Not only did I love my classmates, but my teacher was really interesting, so I decided to follow up in the fall, and I'm here and I couldn't be happier. And I think everybody else who would come here would feel the same way.
I think that our relationship, we just kind of fell into working together because I had I had started to go to college for geology, then decided I was tired of rocks. So then he said, how would you like to come work for me for 3 years, and I'll give you a raise if you agree to stay here for 3 years. And so, as we say, the rest is history. It's like I started working for him full time, coming up on 30 years in January, and then I started taking horticulture classes to make my work a little bit easier, and we just kind of stayed together. So that's kind of how it happened.
And learned how to use their hands and be handy. And the second thing is work on your own car, because those are the two most expensive things you'll ever work on.
And that's what I always tell my students is, some other idiot put it together, I should be able to fix it. So hopefully, just like with the gardening, once you've been doing it for decades, you should learn something and can do it. But anybody can do it, though I have noticed teaching here over the years that there are some people that have a natural propensity for working with their hands, and only a couple of times I've actually had students that I've kind of tried to steer away from horticulture. But there's only been a few isolated cases of that.
Because I was going to say, how we really got started, the machinery was always breaking down. And so Gene Duncan, who was the department head then, he knew how to work on cars and stuff, and he got him to come and teach that machine class. And everything started rolling good, and then Robert learned about tractors and taught tractors and all that kind of stuff. And then what happened after that, Sid Lewin was his name, he was the architecture teacher, and he retired. Now they also needed somebody to do the landscape construction, and that's what we did. Beside maintenance, gardening, we did patios and all these times, and Robert liked that. So he took that class, and like you said, the rest is history.
Is we put this big old V8 in where a straight 6 used to be, and then this is all power brakes with Hydro Boost. It's got an aluminum radiator, it's got power steering.
The way I got started, my father, the family, did gardening, his uncles in 1898, 1897, and horse and wagon. That's how they did it. And then my dad came over in the 20s after World War I, and then in the 50s, 53, I took over. But I never wanted to be a gardener. Who wants to be a gardener? When I worked with my dad, you're down on the ground, it's grubby, and I was going to be a nurseryman. So I come here and learned to be a nurseryman, I found out you can't have no time off because all those babies are yours. You got to water them. If it gets hot, you got to water 2-3 times a day. So then I thought I'll shift to landscaping. Then I found that was hard work, and people always don't have money to put into it. So then I got into gardening, and as Robert just said, the longer you do the gardening, you find out more and more people get into it because there's something for your head in gardening. Like I tell my students, get out of the front yard, go to the backyard. It's like your own little kingdom in there, and you work. People are happy to have you there, and you come out real happy, you know. So I'm like Robert. I think both of us, you said this before, that we would say the same thing. You know, that's why we're still doing it, and that's why I never got out of it totally, completely, and that's why I'm still teaching.